just got back from my 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip in Canyonlands, and I learned a lot. The whole purpose of the trip was to prepare myself for the AT and try to get an idea of what I'm going to need, as nowadays everything I do is AT related every single day. So I learned a lot, and I just wanted to share with you guys, especially women. I noticed there's a lot of videos from men, but not as much from women. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you an idea of what I've learned. So I'm starting out with my sleeping system, and I bought the REI Jewel. I was very worried that I would get cold, and so this Jewel worked awesome. The first night I got down to about 30, 32, and I was toasty warm, but I also had the Reactor, Thermalite Reactor Plus, and the insulated Air Core Big Agnes, and this worked great. I was toasty warm all night long. The second night I got down in the 40s, and I only needed the Jewel, and I actually got a little too warm. This will actually fit into the stuff sack, and this stuff's much smaller, so I need to get a smaller stuff sack. So yeah, right now, I was very happy with this. However, the Big Agnes Air Core the second night did kind of deflate a little bit. It wasn't awful, but so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do about that. My Jewel weighed 2.2 ounces. The Reactor 9.3 ounces, and it added 20 degrees of warmth, so I was very happy. My tent is a Marmot EOS one-person tent, and it worked fine. It's only 2 pounds 7 ounces, but it just is way too small, so I'm pretty sure that the closer I get to the AT, I'm gonna kind of get rid of this and get the Z-Packs, either the Solo Plus or Deluxe. I haven't decided yet. My backpack was the REI Flash 52. It's last year's version. It weighs 2 pounds 15 ounces, and I love this pack. It's no nonsense. There's not a lot of unnecessary pockets, and I think that really cut down on the weight. A lot of people complain about the side compartments being too small, but I didn't have a problem with it. I put a pee rag on here that I never used. I did pee, I just didn't use the pee rag, and I used toilet paper. Couldn't poop on the trail. I have my Spot Gen 3, which on my return, my family and friends said that they got the messages and were able to track me, so I was happy about that. It's just really basic. You can get kinds that are a lot more like two-way messages. This is just one-way messages. You don't know if they got the message or not, but it served its purpose. I have my whistle / compass, which I used whenever I wasn't sure where I was going. I liked my compass a lot, and thermometers. And I think what I'm gonna do is once I get near my AT, I'm going to, and I know what all my equipment is that I want, I'm gonna go to REI and check with them to see if this flash is the one I want, or if I want to upgrade to the new flash, or just simply get a new one, a different brand. The only other thing is that I noticed that on the third day my hip started to go numb, but I think but as soon as I adjusted the belt, it went away. So I'm pretty sure somehow I wasn't adjusting it right. Plan on going to REI and have them show me how to correctly put on my pack. I did bring a water bladder. This is one I got at Walmart, which tasted disgusting when I first got it, but I put lemon juice in it one night, put it in the freezer, and the taste went away. It was absolutely fine. This thing is too heavy. I know I need to get another water bladder. I plan on taking a water bladder on the AT because I just like the convenience. I don't want to have to reach around and grab my water bottle. So I just have a Coleman stove that I got at Walmart, which I plan on getting a wider titanium stove. And I have this for the coffee cup that came with it. I plan on getting a titanium coffee cup too. I want this to be wider. It was just a little too narrow. It's hard to clean out. And I love this. I love this. How can I fall in love with this spoon so much? I mean, I even use it when I'm at home. I just love it so much. It's the only thing I want to use whenever I eat food. So I got that at REI. And then in here, I haven't cleaned everything yet. I just got one of these scrubbers. I just cut it so it was small. I didn't use it. Obviously I used this, the towel, which I used. Obviously didn't wash it. They're really, I'm getting ready to wash things. And a lighter. I had a Primus stove that I got at Walmart, and it just worked. It's like, I'm sure you've seen every other stove. It worked just fine. I like it a lot. Obviously my headlamp, which of course turned on during the first night, and the batteries almost wore down, but I got new. Unfortunately, I had batteries, and at night I just switched one of the batteries over so it didn't die the next day. Obviously for my iPhone, which I have my iPhone in my hand, I got this little pocket juice thing at Walmart. It'll give me 2 charges. It's good for now, but I'll need a bigger one with more charges on the AT. My contact stuff, lens cleaner, because I have to have reading glasses, and my glasses, and I plan on probably getting LASIK because I don't want to have to worry about this whenever I get on the AT. I was on Aunt Flo was there with me on the trail, so I had to bring some pads. I also brought Imodium, some Peridium, because I have a tendency to get urinary tract infections, and I didn't want to be in the middle of the wilderness in agony. I didn't need that. Naproxen, I prefer that over ibuprofen. Tylenol, Benadryl in case I had trouble sleeping, and melatonin because I didn't want to have trouble sleeping. So this is what I plan on always bringing with me every time I go out. There's probably other things like when I get on the ATF allergy issues, I'll probably bring Flonase or Nasonex or Rhinocort, as well as Claritin, Zyrtec, or Allegra. I'm a nurse practitioner, and in my opinion, those are the best things to use for allergies. FYI, this is my professional opinion. Flonase, Claritin for allergies. I also brought Germex, hand sanitizer, toilet paper, batteries, toothbrush, toothpaste, gum. This was almost empty, and I brought it because I was going to be in Utah in April, and it was very hot, and I didn't want to get burnt, and I still got burnt even though I put it on religiously. Deodorant. Obviously I need a smaller thing of deodorant. And for my food, I brought some dehydrated spaghetti that I made, which turned out awesome. And the second night I used a Mountain House because I was running out of water, and they just use a little bit less water. Powdered milk that I used for coffee creamer. I love these little Baby Bell and cheese that I rolled up in a tortilla. I forgot the Nutella. I was very sad about that. And this is pretty much what I had for snacks and breakfast. These Kind breakfast bars that I got on sale. There's a reason they're on sale, is because they're gross. But I ate it anyway. And there's 230 calories. So I thought that's pretty much, because they were on sale and they're 230 calories. I also got these Betty Crocker cookie bars that are 190 calories per bar. Sounds like they would be good, right? No, they were disgusting, at least to me. I got my Taster's Choice Nescafe coffee, and I don't know why I got these because I have tons of freeze-dried coffee, so I won't be bringing those anymore. Essential. These IT band devices. They allowed me to walk up and down difficult terrain without any issue with my IT band. Here's the brand, Protect. So if you have a lot of outer knee problems, consider IT band. It's one of the most common knee issue in runners and hikers. So I highly recommend getting these. They work like a charm. Clothes. I have my oboes, which I did a review on. They're still working good. I still have the original liner on them, and I didn't have any feet issues. However, I only went 20 miles. I know that's not very long. These, just a couple of socks. These are really light. They're running socks, nothing special about them. Sunglasses. My shoes for camp, and this is the only clothes I wore. I only used my hat at night. The first night when it got cold, it's I'll probably get a wool something else, but anyway, it did the job. My sports bra I got at Target. This little light thing that I got at Walmart for the hot days. This is a what is that? What's that brand? Name that brand. Anyway, it's heat gear, which did fine. My thermal ball. I have the one without the hoodie, but I just ordered the REI hooded puffy jacket. Therma, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I should be getting it today, and I'm really excited about that. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not, even though it's good. It just doesn't have a hood. These pants I got from REI, which I really like a lot because they can become shorts, and if you want to take your boots on and off or adjust my IT band or whatever, there's zippers here, and right here there's this, you can make it smaller or larger. So, and they've held up. I've like pretty much oh, look at that. Maybe they haven't. Alright, I just saw that. These are the clothes I didn't use, which obviously I brought too much, and I knew that going in, that I was probably going to bring too much. I brought, for some reason, 2 packages of matches, which I didn't need. One would have been sufficient. Moleskin, this stuff, which I've used before on toes, which works really good. The big O kit, first aid kit, which I didn't need, so I'm going to trim that down. Emergency rain poncho, because I was in Utah. I figured it wouldn't rain, but when they do get rain, it's pretty intense, so I got that just in case. Emergency blanket, because I was terrified of getting freezing. Knife, my daddy's knife, one of them. Sawyer squeeze, which I didn't use on this trip because there was some water, but it was pretty stagnant, and I pretty much had enough water. Little bit of, what is this? How can I not think of that? You know what this is, but anyway, I just brought that. Bug repellent, which I didn't need in Utah. And I don't know why I brought tape, or I don't know why I brought this, and scissors. By the way, I'm wearing my Prince shirt in honor of Prince. I did get to see him in concert last year, and it was amazing. The Hit and Run Tour 2015. Just had to brag on that a little bit. The last thing, I love my trekking poles. They're so amazing. They are Lakey, and I was not intending to spend this much on them, but I'm telling you, oh my god, I'm so glad I did. They put them together. Oops. They go together really easy, and then you can adjust how tall you want them. And I don't know, the cork handle is just unbelievable, and I use the straps a lot because I was going up some really sheer parts, and I was afraid that I would drop one of my trekking poles, and that would have been a nightmare. So I love these. They're not cheap. They're more than I thought I was going to spend, but let me tell you, they were worth every single penny, and I love them. So my Lakey women's, I can't remember what they're called, but anyway, they're awesome. So love you. Anyway, that's what I have learned a lot from this trip. Let me see. So the things that I've learned is that, well, I know I'm going to switch to a Z-Pax 10. I need to get lighter weight stuff sacks. I might do Cuban fiber stuff sacks. Trim down my non-essentials. Considering getting a summer bag. I'm considering either using my Sierra design during the summer or just my reactor, and I also have a silk liner for summer. I'm not sure exactly, but my jewel is going to be way too much for summer. But I haven't gotten to summer yet. I'm just focusing on warm or cold weather. And I'm considering switching out my Big Agnes to a, what's it called? Neo Air. I wrote it down. Oh yeah, Neo Air X Lite women's. It'll cut down on weight. Whoops. I think it's just all around better sleeping bag. So I learned a lot this trip. After I almost got my cold weather stuff. When I'm done with that, I'm going to start focusing on rain gear, because after this assignment in New Mexico ends, which hopefully will be in the next couple months, I'm trying to get to Washington State, Northern California, or Oregon, where the weather is a lot more humid and wet. So I need to start doing more hiking in rainy, muddy weather. So that's my next goal. So anyway, overall I'm pleased, and I had a great time hiking, and I learned a lot. I went 22 miles, I think, not including arches, Delicate Arch, which you know, was a really tough hike. It wasn't tough, it was so friggin' hot. So I walked up by this lady, and I don't think she knew I was there, and then she just gave me the dirtiest look, and I was like, oh, you are hot. I know you're grouchy because you're hot. I'm not taking this personally. So I got it. So anyway, if you have any questions, please just post. If you're a woman going on the Appalachian Trail in 2017, please tell me what you think. Guys too, but you know, we women have special needs.